Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New York Jets. And we are underway in Buffalo. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. And that's complete. Albert Okuebuna. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively, and it'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Cook running right. Oh, good move. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all. And, Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember. But that
laying out is Davis, and he's got the football. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes. That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's at least a couple of times that they've tried to stretch the field here in this first quarter. They haven't been successful yet, but obviously they're going to keep trying, and maybe they'll find some seams underneath as this game progresses.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they...
He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. On second down, it's Murray. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Going deep for Diggs. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 26. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. Now he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Dalvin Cook becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Bass on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Keelan Cole now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Again, he finds Moore. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP, Tom.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throw right side, caught by Davis. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Now it's Wilson. Smith with a first down and more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the pistol. They run it with Murray. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 2nd and 7, Wilson uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Cook now off the read option. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Cook. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go. 70 in. Watch time. Tight end right. 3 out. Let happen.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
You. Watch twist. 56. He's checking. 5 wide. Check 13.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. Gets past one man. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 121 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson, rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run it again with Cook. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, that touchdown won't change who's going to win the game, but I think you and I know a few people who play fantasy football that may have had some interest in that one.
Yeah, that's one thing. When you get late in these games and they're out of reach, those touchdowns, maybe a couple people on the edge of their couch for the wrong reason.
Yeah, not just moral victories are played for anymore, are they?
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort. To bring this one out, it's a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Cole now on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That was 2nd down run for Murray. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to let it go again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Zach Wilson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Jets 17. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 27, Allen. Flush to his right. First down and more for Allen. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Allen now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. Out to the left. He's got his tight end, Knox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 162 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it'll be double digits in losses as they fall to 7-10 for their final mark. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. And for Charles Davis...